And we're back, once again in the bathroom. We always return to the bloody bathroom. If you think this episode is running kind of long, but I really want to get out of here, and if you think this is long and slow, imagine how I must bloody feel. Anyway, went to my room, tried taking a lot of gloves. I only took one last time. This time I took a load of gloves, and I shoved them all down the toilet. Like 20 minutes to figure out I could take numerous gloves, and then 10 minutes again to figure out I could shove them in the toilet. This is taking ages, I'm so bored. Alright, let's try and flush this. Yay! I made a mess! Come on. I'm so bored. Well, I am
Someone is
somewhat.
coming.
I don't mind admitting.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
The toilet's blocked.
What? Well, that's hardly an emergency.
Well, if you really-
It is when you need to use it urgently, like I do.
I see. Fine, I'll sort it out. Just give me a minute. It's the gloves. Again! I guess I'll have to get my hands dirty since the cleaner's called in sick.
She's busy. Oh my god. Finally. Ron, Susan. Nope, can't catch me.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through.
Yes, you can.
We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
He's so happy.
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Oh, all right. I didn't realize you knew how to read. There you go.
Don't
Can I go
antagonize.
now?
Please don't
Of
antagonize
course.
the guard.
Thank you, Mom.
I want to get out of here.
We'll see you soon.
No, you won't. Now get out of my way.
Please don't mess with the scary guard. I don't want to be trapped here. Storage room. Can't steal that. Can't steal that. Can't steal that. Well, exit. You know what, let's... Oh, blimey.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
No?
Well, perhaps I am.
Do you mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air.
Well, shit.
Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital. But luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time. You have no idea what I've been through.
I've been so bored.
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
I haven't really got much choice, have I?
Nope.
Now I'd like to ask you some questions
I
about
got
your
someone.
life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that you answer me as honestly as possible.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
You and me
Of
both.
course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
No. I have many cats. Many cats? Aw, cats are people.
I live on my own, and it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy with how things are at the moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own.
And you've
It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
I don't know, actually. Can't see her being a waitress, though. That sounds like a fib. Do we fib the doctor? Do we fib the doctor?
I'm between
no.
jobs at the moment. I'll find something soon. But it's been difficult. I didn't feel that great. I felt weak and powerless and tired most of the time. I felt really awfully tired.
Those are traditional.
Typical depression
I was
symptoms.
just about to say
We
that.
can give you something for that.
Well done,
You'll
Rex.
feel stronger and motivated.
I admire your faith in modern medication, Doctor. I hope you're right.
Describe to me what your mornings look like.
Is this the morning
What is
after?
the first thing you do each day?
Interesting. That sounds like her.
I drink strong coffee and smoke on the balcony. I know it's not a great start for the day, but it's one of my little pleasures in life that I find very hard to say no to.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
That sounds natural.
Yeah, I suppose. It's not really about safety. I've just felt sad for a long time now. Really sad, you know? Somehow it brings me down even more when I go out and see all those happy, successful people. It makes me feel more like a failure. If I don't see it, it doesn't hurt that much.
What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
More cats. 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 No, no, no. That would make sense. And that would make sense. A or B? A or B? A or B? Let's go with A.
A good friend. Someone I could finally trust. But I can't see anyone will turn up anytime soon. I've become a social hermit. People avoid me.
You'll have to try to open up a bit. Hopefully the suicide watch worker will work with you on that.
Don't think it'll help much. I heard they're not very good.
Really? Sorry to hear that. Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
She doesn't strike me as the type.
No, I'm not sure it's a good idea. Especially the group therapy thing. I'd hate it.
You should at least give it a go first, and then decide. If you don't like it, we can think of something else, yeah?
If you insist. But I doubt it'll help.
Do you have problems sleeping?
Well, she is depressed. Oh, wait. I've heard most depressed people, most people suffering from depression sleep too much rather than too little. Or maybe both. Yes, I've heard both, actually. Those who can't sleep and spend all of their time being tired as a result of it. What is Susan? She does strike me as the sleepless
Every
type.
night. I take pills for that. There aren't any left now, though.
In the light of recent events, I think you should stay off those pills for a while. I suggest you drink some hot milk before bed instead. Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
What would be... right answer. I like this one though.
Definitely better than before the accident.
Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here. With a bit of luck, you will enjoy life again. Suicide attempts often have that effect on people. Same as near-death experience. It makes you realize that you're not ready to die yet. Do you find it hard to concentrate?
Yes, sometimes.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
In the last game, I went for what I would choose. In this game, I'm sort of on the brink here. I can't quite decide what to pick. So my rationalization between the answers differ every time, and I'm oftentimes not quite sure why I pick the answers I pick. I just pick the ones I like. We'll see where I end up.
No,
That's good. Alcohol is a powerful depressant.
I never really liked drinking.
Excellent. Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Do you often think about suicide?
I guess I try to imagine what Susan would pick, rather than what I would pick. And, well, maybe that'll give me a less terrible ending than the downfall one. I picked my choices and it ended up as a unmitigated disaster.
Well,
Let's pick this.
I used to think about it sometimes. Don't you think about it when you're really down?
Susan, I'm a psychiatrist. My job is to talk people out of it. Would you ask a fireman if he ever thinks about setting fire to his house?
Yes.
I suppose not. But I'm sure lots of people have times when they do think about it.
I couldn't say, Susan. The statistics show that men are 3 times more likely than women to commit suicide. That puts you in the minority. But of course, that's missing the point.
By a mile.
Suicide is never the solution. There's always a way of solving whatever problem you might have.
I realize that now.
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
This is gonna be the longest episode. I'm so sorry. I just can't end this I just can't end this conversation. She doesn't strike me as impulsive, and she doesn't strike me as a cry for helper, especially since she wasn't expecting visitors ever. So
Nothing was making me happy anymore. There wasn't a single thing that would bring a smile to my face. I kept thinking, won't it be better if I just disappear? I tried. I really tried to find something. Took a long bath, picked up a book, watched some television, but I just couldn't get into anything. All those things seemed like worthless distractions, and I myself felt obsolete, needless. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours. I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
this is powerful. I wonder if Michalski himself has suffered from depression. This seems frighteningly plausible. Her reasoning and her experiences. Shit. What did he even ask? What did he even ask?
Sometimes,
Damn.
when I feel really low, I used to think everyone would be happier without me. But I guess people don't really care. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
That's a horrible realization.
What makes you feel better?
Cats. Yes, cats. Oh, I do like music too, but cats. Mostly cats.
My cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
I had a feeling she'd have multiple cats. She does feel like an unpeople person.
People. They've let me down too many times. I don't know who to trust anymore. I only trust my cats these days.
So you say in the suicide note.
Because that's true. I've been stabbed in the back more times than I could count.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
Oh dear, that's what I would say.
Probably nobody would come anyway.
Hope I'm not messing.
Can you imagine it? Now that's a sad picture. Loved by no one. Missed only by some cats.
I'm imagining a row
No
of
tears
cats
shed
in
for me. No flowers on my grave. But that's okay.
A line of cats
I
in
never
suits.
liked flowers. I wouldn't miss that.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
What's an Eric?
Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important.
She's
What
married?
can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
Do I build a husband now? Oh, I see. That is some baggage. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There's nothing to talk about implies that there is a lot to talk about. Let's go with this.
I don't really want to talk about this.
On the lower one. Oh well.
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up.
Is this
It was
after
the same
part?
nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
This must have been after the bit we played.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
Well, this is cool. Alright. I'm going to take a break here and I'll resume in the morrow. With some bad luck, I'll have to chop the episode into 2 parts, but let's hope that doesn't happen. But I'll see you later. Have a good night and goodbye.